Good afternoon, Boom Beach. You're watching Snuggles Plays, and I'm your host, the one and only, truly awesome and incredible Snuggles. In today's episode, guys, I'm just going to quickly run through and talk through with you my War Factory attacks. I did manage to get War Factory this week, and I decided to try it with the all Zookas. Decided to try it with all Zookas. Unfortunately, it didn't go quite to plan. I mean, I did get it down, but I was hoping to get it down in sort of like 2 or 3 max attacks, and I mucked up ever so slightly. I was late on one shock, and my Zookas just got completely ripped to shreds. So in the end, I got it down in 4 attacks instead of what I was hoping for, like 2 or 3 absolute max. But it doesn't really matter, guys. Like I said, they give us 5 attempts for a reason. We might as well use all 5. You know, it doesn't make you any better or worse as a player than anybody else in the game, because you can do it in 1 or 2 or however many tries as opposed to all 5. So it doesn't matter, guys. So here we go. I just quickly run through this for you. First attack, we got the all Zookas and brick. So this is what War Factory looked like. As you can see, I'll just pause it quickly while I just speak some more. As you can see, compared to last week's War Factory, which had 16 laser beams on it, this War Factory only has 4. So you've got the 2 laser beams down here at the front and the 2 laser beams over there on the right hand side of the War Factory, and only 4 rocket launchers and a few grapplers. And yes, so compared to last week's, it definitely does look very easy, and it was very easy. There were numerous ways you could have done this, guys, with numerous different troop combos and whatnot. I decided to try it with all Zookas this week simply because, as you can see, this beach here underneath, why won't it let me? Okay, this beach here underneath all of these factory supplies, this beach along here, is not covered by any lasers. So landing Zookas here to flare up to the white space in between these 2 factory supplies as our ultimate park spot for the Zookas. You don't need to worry about smoking the Zookas because of laser beams covering it. So that's really why I thought I'd try and do it with the all Zookas. So as you can see, I barraged away these mines and shock mines covering the grapplers there, because that's where my Zookas are going to walk up there. I stupidly thought that I'd only need to barrage away the mines on the right hand side of the grapplers, because I thought I was planning on having my Zookas walk up that side rather than the other side. So I thought I don't need to barrage away the others, because they won't go anywhere near those. But as you'll see, it didn't quite work out that way. So I land all the Zookas under one flag. Doesn't matter if they peek a bit, because as I say, it's only the grapplers that are covering the beach there. There you go. I clipped that one mine. But I have troop health, so it didn't decimate my Zookas. Smoke the Zookas into place. And from here, it's just 3 shocks, flare the core, battle orders, and 3 shocks on the lasers, the mortars, and the rockets. So I was a little bit late on the mortar shock, and for some reason I threw 3 barrages, which I totally didn't need to do, because I'd already thrown 1 barrage on them as they approached their last 2 smokes. I don't know why I threw those 3 medkits there. I think it was just a sort of an autopilot thing in my head from watching so many of Zedmot's videos, where he says medkits for life and that. So I sort of have that kind of ingrained in my brain. So yeah, without really thinking, just on an automatic pilot sort of thing, I just threw 3 medkits. Had I not, I would have had enough energy for another battle orders and 1 shock if I'd have not done that. So I probably would have got the shield down in this first attempt, guys. But anyway, it doesn't matter. That was quite a good first attempt. We got the shield down to more than half health on that first attack. So here we go, jumping right into the second attack. we've got the all Zookas with brick again. So exactly the same thing, only this time I learnt my lesson from the first attack and I get rid of those remaining mines. I thought I'm not falling for that again. So exactly the same thing, flag dropping them, flag landing them just by right near that factory supply there. So there, and then throwing a smoke over them so that they'll all gather up nicely under that one smoke. Let's just speed this up a little bit. I don't know why, I think I was just thinking. There we go. Now I was a bit worried that Brick would get grabbed by the grappler, but luckily she didn't. Flaring up. Those Zookas peaked a little bit and the lasers went off, which scared the living bejeebers out of me. But luckily, just slow this down a bit now. Luckily, the lasers didn't completely decimate all of my Zookas. Those Zookas peaked at the end, but it doesn't matter. Shocks, and shocks. Perfect shock timing. But unfortunately, guys, in this attack, I was careful to not throw medkits. But I panicked and didn't send off another battle orders. Instead, I just shot the lasers again, and the mortars. Then ran out of energy. Didn't have enough for another shock on the rockets, and so rockets just tore me a new one, basically. So again, I could have done more. I could have got more done in that second attack had I not sort of panicked when those first shocks ran out and actually set off another battle orders. But yeah, I just panicked and wasn't quite sure what best to use my energy on. I should have probably done another battle orders. Would have got more done in that one. But again, still we got a decent amount of damage done on that second attack. As you can see, we finished off the shield and we almost got the core, the health of the core down to half. Almost, not quite, but almost. So here's me thinking, well, I'm quite pleased with how things are going. You know, I should get this down in the next attack, and I would have done, guys, except this third attack I completely fluffed it. I was a little bit late on my shock on those rockets, and of course that cost me, and the rockets just completely destroyed me and all my Zookas. So yeah, this third attack was a bit of a disaster, to say the least. I was really quite annoyed with myself about this one, because my shocks had been, you know, pretty much perfect, as you saw the last two attacks. I don't know why I was late on this shock. As you can see there, I flared the core, I got battle orders up. Shock, and I thought it was in time, but evidently it wasn't in time. So yeah, a bit annoyed with that. We still did a fair amount of damage. Got the core under half health. But that third attack should have been the takedown, should have been the absolute finish. But unfortunately, because I cocked up on my shock timings, it wasn't. And so here we go, the fourth and final attack, guys, with the Zookas. I actually managed to get it all down. See, cuddling up nicely under that, under the smoke by that factory crate there, flaring them up. Perfect smokes. And of course this time, guys, on my fourth and final attack, I actually get my shocks again. Perfect timing, like I should have actually done in the last attack. As you can see, perfect timing, battle orders, and 2 hits and it's down. So yeah, it's just off. Ow, oh sorry. I just whacked my knee on the kitchen table. Oh my god, that hurt, guys. Oh, you've no idea how much that hurt, and I'm trying not to swear on video. But anyway, I should have, that should have been a war factory down in 3, as it was a war factory down in 4, but like I said at the beginning of the video, it doesn't really matter how many attacks we get these things down in, just as long as we get them down at the end, and like I keep saying, a win is a win. So there you go, guys, that's my war factory, that's how I did war factory this week. It was a very easy war factory this week compared to last week, and as I said, there are many different ways you could have done this. RZCM would have worked just as well, coming along and sort of going straight up towards the core and clearing out the lasers and clearing the shield gens. And whatnot. I have seen some people do it that way. There's many different ways, but I just wanted to share with you how I decided to do it this week. Anyway, this is probably a bit late actually. Most of you have probably already done War Factory, but it was getting late last night, and I just wanted to go to bed, and I thought, well, I'll do the video in the morning. Well, it's not actually the morning because I slept quite a lot, but anyway. It doesn't matter, it's out now. Here is my War Factory video, and I hope everybody out there managed to get War Factory this week as well, on account of it being so much easier than last week. Let me know if you got it, let me know how you did it, what troops you used, etc. And yeah, that's it for now. Snuggles is out. Bye!